She look and say, ah, where would I get a job? Oh, instead of looking for a job, can I create my own business? And that's how she started. She took a bold step into cassava and maize value chain in rural Nigeria. She targeted rural communities. Yoruba will say Igbeni Owowa. Yoruba Igbeni Owowa. That is her mentality. With no machinery, she borrowed from cooperatives to acquire basic equipment and started processing garri and flour. While many graduates ran away from agriculture, Florence ran toward agriculture. And today, she's reaping both impact and income. Very big lady indeed. Millionaire. What will happen if more engineers here today apply their technical know-how to agriculture? They're going to make a hell of money in agriculture. A hell of money in agriculture. The beginning is going to be rough, tough, and your colleague will say, Sagre ló ṣe ni àwọn tó ṣàgbẹ̀ fún olóko, ìwọ tó ṣe jẹ́ ẹ̀fún wa lọ sóko. They will say a lot of things. But people will only say things to you when the road is very rough. By the time the road becomes smooth, everybody will be coming towards you. They will become your friend. Obviously, come to that. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ attend you. Are you with me? That is Yorùbá ní ọwọ́ epo lọ́mọ rẹ̀ yé bá ní ńlá. Wọn ò bá ní ńlá wọ ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ìkòkò tí ó jata, ìdílé ọkọ̀ gbóná. Are you with me? That is her story. A millionaire. What about Daisy? Farming with smart technology. What happened? She grew up watching her parents and other farmers struggle with inefficiency and waste on the farm. Instead of walking away from the problem, she founded Farmscape Technology Limited, using AI and IoT to design climate-smart poultry systems, lighting and poultry systems. And today, a young Adese has trained over 5,000 farmers, increasing their productivity by 63%, reducing their energy cost by 40%, and boost their profit by 70%. She's a millionaire now. How many of you here have parents and relatives in farming? Imagine using your engineering skills to transform their productivity by even 10%. That is exactly the power that Adese unlocked. Will you be able to do that also? Will you be able to do that also? Because anything to what your own get, the world will rush towards it. Oúnjẹ Yorùbá ní tí bá kó nù ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ní òsàbí ọ̀fun kò sí ojoojúmọ́ ló ń gbẹ̀bọ. There's no how strong you are, you want to be, isn't it? So by them for 2 days, how will you look like? You will not be able to do anything. So it means that anything that can support, increasing productivity within the farm area, it will be accepted. Most of my students, their innovation that got so many awards, they are all in the area of agriculture. And then I got to the point HOD of agriculture, the former HOD called me, no, when I made call for submissions, your people did not submit, would I be running after people? Those who have idea will come towards me and say, Prof, we have this idea, can we discuss it? And then we'll start asking hundreds of questions to perfect their innovation. If you don't come, it's not just possible. What about Anna Kabir, powering Nigeria with renewable energy? She founded Creed Energy in 2011. She provides solar energy solutions to home and business. As of today, 2 years after, she has installed over 300 kilowatts of solar across 7 states in Nigeria, several millions of naira in revenue, dozens of youth employed. That's somebody like you. Not more than you. Anna reminds us that engineering is not just about solving equations in the lab. It is about solving power outage in rural communities. I hope you are following me. What about Temi Giwa Tubosun Life Bank, founded Life Bank, a health tech company that tackled Nigerian blood shortage crisis. Her inspiration was deeply personal. She nearly died as a result of blood transfusion. And then she determined, know that every year thousands of Nigerians die, not because of untreatable conditions, but simply because blood and oxygen didn't arrive on time. How many of you see problems every day and think that is just the way things are, just the bó ṣe máa ń rí náà nìyẹn jàre. Temi saw a problem, and instead of accepting it as a norm, she turned it into an opportunity. And today, Temi is one of the millionaires we have in the country just because of that. Not only that, what about Dr. Ola Brand, that is flying doctor? Today, if a health worker in Nigeria Delta has a medical emergency, it is Ola Air Ambulance they will call. It is Ola Air Ambulance anywhere in the country. Any medical emergency on the high seas, call ambulance. And that ambulance is what? Ola Ambulance. It's a medical doctor and also a pilot. Can you imagine what you can make from your knowledge? What about Odunayo Eweniyi, a fintech? Created so much. A first-time student of computer engineering. She co-founded PiggyVest in 2016 to revolutionize saving in Nigeria. And that job, say something simple. That is exactly what he did. Instead of them and that job, you can create your account and start putting small money there over time. That is exactly what he did. And today, this is it's a big entrepreneurship now. If Odoyo could take an idea as simple as saving money and turn it into billion naira platform, what everyday problem around you will become your own big opportunity. Are you following me? Now, I'm going to talk about this. I will take some time about this. This young lady, Momina Union White for all. Now, is a young medical doctor here in Lautech. Grew up in a family that struggled to make ends meet. Struggle to make ends meet. Do you know the meaning of that? When you have to do a lot of work before you can even eat. From her earliest age, she worked long hours in her mother's shop while dreaming of a better future. Working with the mother in the shop from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. That's very tedious. How many of you have done that before? But despite failing, she wanted to read medicine. So she couldn't get to medical school for the first 3 years. Jam, the cutoff were not enough. The score were not enough. And then on the third attempt, she got to nursing. And then from nursing, she wanted to transfer to medicine. Even with the CGP of 4.94, she couldn't. She had to write another jam again before getting to medicine. You know the problem. On her fourth attempt, she finally succeeded. But then came another hurdle. Tuition skyrocketed from 106,000 naira to about 500,000 naira for medical school. Somebody that was difficult to eat, how does that person generate 500,000 naira? What will you do if you are the one? You quit. You forget about it. You go and learn vocational work, or what will you do if you find yourself in that situation? But she didn't do that. Instead of quitting, she looked inward. She loved teaching. So she began online tutor across 3 platforms, teaching late into the night. 3 platforms. We have 3 hours every day on each platform, making 9 hours every day. Can you imagine? Of course, a medical student. Just imagine. That opened the door to another business, reselling mobile data to students. Soon, she was financially stable enough to meet her needs without constantly asking from the parents. But her biggest breakthrough came when she noticed a problem. Medical students struggle to access textbooks. That was how she launched TMA books, sourcing medical textbooks in bulk and delivering them instantly to her classmates. A unique selling point. Pay now, get it now. Then all the medical students are now going to her to buy the books. Imagine thousands. She was in pain yesterday for about 2 hours. And she confessed that she was making millions out of that. Later, she expanded again, this time into importation from China. She created TIMA Importify, helping students become resellers by pulling funds through an innovative investment scheme. Investors gain return while student resellers build their own business. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Our biggest challenge, jogging late night tutoring with heavy academic demand, sourcing capital, and even suffering health setback from carrying heavy textbook around. Yet, she pulls through with resilience and resourcefulness. Today, under her umbrella, her brand, Stima Prospera. she runs both Tima Books and Tima in 45, impacting not just her life, but the life of many other young entrepreneurs around her. Our vision is simple but powerful to help students gain financial independence while still in school. And she leaves us with a line, with this line. She said, I want to be one of a million, not one in a million. One in a million. A 200 level student here in Lautech, not 500, not 3, not graduated, 200 level students doing this. We were together yesterday for 2 hours. I was so impressed. I was so impressed. Somebody's uncle. I noticed one of the selling points. I was asking her, okay, what about the support from your FAFs? Do you have the support of your FAFs? Do they buy things from you? The story was something else. He said that there's no single body that love was so much that sometimes she would just be crying. That nobody buys anything outside apart from her. Just imagine that. That is where I said that social that I talk about. If you don't have it, you are unlikely to penetrate any market. That is extremely important. So I brought all this story just to tell you that ibi tá a ti rò pé kò sí nǹkan kan mẹ́wàá ń bẹ ń bẹ. Ibi tá a rò pé a lè ṣe thousands of others are doing it. Ibi tá a rò pé kò sí ọ̀nà pọ̀ ní ọ̀nà pọ̀ ń bẹ. Express gan ni. So even if you don't know, there are thousands of startups in Nigeria. Do you know what they call startups? I want to say very business on the idea. There are so many. I think there was a lecture I delivered about 2 years ago. I just went there and I saw